Welcome! Today we're diving into some really cool tech that might just change the way we grow our food. It's an app called AgriWise, and it's basically designed to be an AI doctor for your plants.
I mean, really think about that for a second. The last time you saw some weird brownish spot on a leaf, what did you do? Endless Googling? Just guessing? What if you could just snap a picture with your phone and get an expert-level diagnosis right then and there? That's exactly the idea we're exploring.
Now, to really get why an app like this even exists, you gotta understand the problem it's trying to solve. And it's a huge one. It doesn't matter if you're a farmer with thousands of acres or just someone with a single potted plant on your balcony. Every single person who grows things faces the exact same challenge: plant disease.
And let's be clear, this isn't just about a few sad-looking leaves. A sudden blight or fungus can wipe out an entire season's worth of hard work. For a farmer, that's their livelihood gone. And on a bigger scale, it's a direct threat to our food supply. It's this constant, stressful battle against an enemy you often can't even see.
But, this age-old fight now has a very modern ally. This is where AgriWise comes into the picture. It's a brand new tool that puts the power of artificial intelligence right where it's needed most: in the field, in the garden, in the hands of growers. And honestly, the best way to think about it is just like that. It's like having a world-class plant disease expert right there in your pocket. All that knowledge, all that experience, just packaged neatly into an app, ready to go 24/7. You might think something this powerful would be complicated, right? But maybe the most amazing part is just how simple it is to use. The whole thing really just boils down to a 3-step process anyone can do. Okay, so here's how it works. Step 1, you just snap a clear picture of the plant that's having trouble. Or you can even upload a photo you already took. Step 2, the app zips that image up to its cloud-based AI, which works its magic in just a few seconds. And then, step 3, bam, a full detailed diagnosis pops up right on your screen. Simple as that. So let's peek under the hood for a sec. It's built with something called Flutter, which is just a fancy way of saying it works on pretty much any smartphone, Apple or Android. Now, for a new analysis, you do need an internet connection for the cloud AI to work. But, and this is the genius part, it automatically saves every single result. So you can be out in a field with 0 bars of service and still pull up your entire history of diagnoses. That's a huge deal.
So, what do you actually get with that diagnosis? Well, it's a lot more than just the name of a disease. You get a whole digital toolkit that's designed to help you figure out what to do next.
The core of it all is this AI plant pathology. Basically, it's a super smart generative AI that's been trained on millions of images. It's learned to spot the tiniest signs of thousands of different diseases, pests, and even things like a lack of specific nutrients in the soil. And that AI gives you a complete report. You get the name of the disease, yeah, but also how bad it is, mild, moderate, or severe. It tells you which parts of the plant are affected, what the likely root causes are, and, most importantly, a whole list of treatment options and even strategies to stop it from happening again. And this is where it gets really practical. Let's say you have tomato blight. The app doesn't just give you one solution, it lays out your options. You can go the organic route, focusing on long-term soil health, or you can choose a chemical treatment for a more rapid, direct attack on the disease. It gives you the information and empowers you to make the call that's right for you.
Okay, now look at this number, 90 plus. What do you think that is? That's the number of languages the app supports. Think about what that means. It is a total game changer. A farmer in rural Vietnam gets the exact same quality of advice in Vietnamese as a farmer in Iowa gets in English. It completely smashes the language barrier.
So with that kind of incredible, global reach, you have to ask, who is this really for? The answer, it turns out, is pretty much everyone who grows anything. The range is just huge. On one end of the spectrum, you've got commercial farmers. For them, catching a disease early can be the difference between a profitable year and a devastating loss. And on the other end, you've got home gardeners, people who are just super passionate about keeping their backyard tomatoes or rose bushes healthy. And it doesn't even stop there. Think about it as an educational tool. For an agricultural student, it's like an interactive textbook. For field researchers or crop consultants, it's a super efficient way to diagnose problems and collect data right on the spot. It's for pros and amateurs alike. So when you put it all together, the powerful tech, the ease of use, the incredible accessibility, you start to realize this is way more than just a clever app. It's a real, tangible piece of the future of farming. and it's here today.
And that leads to some massive global impacts. First, early disease detection means less crop loss, which saves money and resources. But even bigger than that is what you could call the democratization of knowledge. It puts expert-level advice into anyone's hands, anywhere. All of that supports more productive, more sustainable farming, which ultimately means better food security for all of us.
And this quote from the people who made it, it just captures the whole spirit of the project perfectly. It's not just tech for tech's sake. It's about empowering the people who are literally on the front lines, the people who feed the world with the absolute best tools possible.
So that leaves us with one final big question to chew on. As powerful AI like this becomes common, moving out of research labs and into apps that we can all just download, how is that going to fundamentally reshape our relationship with farming and the very future of our food? It's a pretty amazing thing to think about. Thanks for tuning in.